Now, would I buy this scooter again? The answer is, it depends. Personally, no, because now I'm looking at other things. I have this Onyx, I have a Wolf Warrior. I don't really need to buy an Alibaba scooter. Maybe if I just want to fuck around and like really beat something up like I did to this, I'll just get it upgraded. I'll just fix it, you know? So I don't really need to buy one, but if you're shorter on money, don't have all the money in the world, but you still want to get an electric vehicle, and you want to get like a good one. You don't want to get Go Tracks or, you know, all the ones that are probably in your price range that are like not really made for off-roads or having fun. This one, it's like 1,400 bucks. So the Wolf Warrior cost me like three grand. So this one was 1,400 with shipping and everything from China. And it was a 60 volt, 1,600 watt motor. So, I mean, that's pretty good value for what you're paying. You know, that's more than like some e-bikes that you pay 3 grand for. And you can take this thing as long as you want to take it. So if you want to take really good care of the scooter, you could have this thing for life. You know, you just upgrade the battery after a couple of years or a year or two. You upgrade your controllers when you need to. Don't drive over a lot of bumps like I did. And you could keep this thing for a while, but that's not what I was looking for when I got this. I wanted an intro scooter, something that I could get on an electric vehicle and join the wave, start making some videos. But now the time has come to transition over to just the Onyx and the Wolf. I'm gonna try to make some more Wolf videos. I'm charging up the Onyx right now. Actually, I think it's done charging. I'm gonna head out on it. But yeah. Overall, I would give this scooter a 7 out of 10. I think I said that before, but the scooter is just 7 out of 10. It's fast, reliable. Just get an LG battery and don't drive over a ton of bumps with your front wheel. Alright, now we're gonna look at the tires here. Let's see. 1,600 watt motor in the back here and in the front. I got the off-road tires. I think they were 11 inches, and honestly no problem. I didn't put any of the tire sealant in them. I just let them ride out as is, rode them over the rocks. I did get something to check out my tire pressure with, but other than that, I didn't really maintain them too much, and no problems. That one's still pretty good. You know, no problems with this back one. This is where the wire connects. I did have it kind of go loose, so I had to put some duct tape right there so it would enter without hanging down. But here to the front tire. The tire I actually had some issues with. Nothing wrong with the actual tire or the motor. What happened was the controller broke down, and see, when I turn this one, it just stops. See? And when you feel it, it feels like there's a vibration, like you're going over bumps when you're turning it, which is really weird. And I talked to some people, and they said it was the controller, most likely, but you have to get the controller to know if it's that or not. So that's what I did, and yeah, one day maybe I'll see if it really was that. But that's what took this baby off the road. And, you know, at that point, I was looking at other scooters. And I wanted something a little bit I guess more intense, like, because that's what the Wolf is. It's more suspension and more everything. But yeah, no problems with the tires, just the controller. Just my controller broken down. All right, now we're gonna take a look at what's inside this bad Larry. Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun dun. All right, so we got a 60 volt 20 amp battery of a no-name lithium batteries. So this is one of the biggest regrets I have with this. I ended up not paying extra for like an LG or Samsung battery, and I went with a no-name battery. Well, that was good for the first 4 months, and then right after that you started noticing a decline. I think maybe this thing gets half the distance it once was able to get, and that's a huge flaw. Batteries cost a decent amount of money, and you know, if I really want to get this thing going, I'm gonna have to buy a new battery. So yeah, that's that. Here are the controllers, which controllers were okay. One of them to the front wheel over here actually broke, and I have the parts to replace it. I'll show you guys them. They sent me all the parts. Where I bought the scooter, they sent me them. I had to pay for them, but it's nice to know that they still answer my emails. And here's the inside. It's pretty complicated, honestly. It's why I haven't just replaced it easily. You'd have to, I heard you can like write down where every wire is connected to, take pictures, but I honestly think I want to get a friend, or you know, hire someone to do it for me, because I don't want to mess up. Which is why this thing is looking like a new battery, someone to install. It's a decent amount of money to get this thing up and going, which is why I bought a new scooter. But I love the scooter, I really do, which is, I'm seriously debating bringing it back because I love it. Or at least give it to someone who will make this thing like a brand new scooter again, because it's pretty easy, not gonna lie. Just a little bit of money. So that's what's underneath. Okay, I just wanted to talk about the handlebars here. They weren't the, you know, the most expensive handlebars you could put on a scooter, but they were solid. They never had any issues. I do think if I am to keep this and ride it, I will upgrade these handlebars. But the buttons on it are pretty solid. So you had the horn right here. You had blinkers. I didn't put blinkers on it though, and it didn't come with blinkers, so it was a little weird how it had that button, but never know what to expect off the Baba. And then it had the light, so on, off, pretty solid. And then over here it had the back brake, which I really liked. I thought it worked excellent. I don't think they were hydraulic. They might have been. You brake experts out there can tell me if you think that is, but I don't think so. Then we had the screen right here, which this screen's fucking sick. I wish that was on all electric scooters. Like I know the one on my Wolf Warrior, it's much smaller, not even as sick. So it told you like how fast you were going, what you have for battery, what gear you were in, and then you could also get it to display your voltage. I never figured it out though. All right, this side, we got gear 1, gear 2, gear 3. I really appreciated the gears on this. It didn't go crazy fast. Like when you originally throttled, like it took off like a bike would. If you went to gear 3, yes, it's gonna go crazy fast when you take off. But in gear 1 and 2, it was very nice compared to other scooters I've seen that just in gear 1, it sort of takes off like it feels like it's in gear 3. It's so jumpy, you know? All right, so after here, as I said, we had the gear 1, 2, and 3. This was the button to switch into single motor or dual motor. So that's all you had the options for. It wasn't like you go single motor gear 1, single motor gear 2, which I never did because I heard you weren't supposed to do single motor too much. It messes up your controller. So I just kind of stayed in dual motor and would do it like that. And then you had the front brake right here, which for some reason I just got rid of. I said, fuck out of here, front brake. Did not want that. And because I saw horror stories of people going over the front brake, so got rid of it and only went with the back brake. So yeah, that's basically your handlebar section, which I definitely approve of the handlebar and the screen. Give it like a 9 out of 10. All right, now we're gonna talk about the suspension right here. Has these 2 suspensions forks in the front that go up to right there. I really like the suspension. I would probably rate it a 9 out of 10 for suspension. In reference, my Wolf Warrior is probably an 8 to 8.5 out of a 10. So, pretty nice. See, 2 forks. And then for the back suspension, we have this like rose gold thing right in there. It's right there. which the Wolf Warrior, again as a reference, has 2 smaller ones, which seem much stiffer in my opinion. I know you can adjust the Wolf suspension, but I think I'm gonna have to because mine seems very stiff. But yeah, so that's how far it was off the ground. And then you had those nice shocks. All right, I'm gonna talk to you guys about the lights here real quick. I probably said this a couple times in the video, but when I rode this thing, I just rode it to shit. I rode it off-road most of the time, over bumps, rocks, pointy rocks, potholes, sand. I went fast. I was stopping all the time. I just really rode this thing to learn how to ride electric vehicles on a scooter like a crazy madman. So what happened was these things were attached right here. This thing I have them taped to, but then I lost a screw and they were loose, so they would hang down, and one day I just taped them and then I got lazy and I didn't ever fix it properly, so they're kind of just chilling. And by the end of the video I'm going to decide if I'm going to fix this bike up, and so if I do, obviously I'll be fixing those lights because they still work.